Hey, good morning, guys, and welcome to today's analysis. Today is the 7th of February, 2023. Today is Tuesday, and let's look at Bank Nifty, what happened. I'll just quickly share my other screen, and we'll quickly look at some of the things, some of the areas today. Okay, so overall, we had a sort of a choppy day in the Bank Nifty. 41,700 is the area where supply came in. 41,300 is where the supply shut off. We had two single print zones which were already cleared, and overall value was above this particular single print zone, so around the 41,300 levels. Yeah. So those are some of the things which currently I'm looking at. Just bear with me. I'm still facing this lag or delay with the marker indicator. I believe it's better I use the annotation tool provided by the Zoom meeting. Okay. So what's happening now? So first of all, some of the areas which currently are catching my eyes. First of all, there are a couple of stops around this particular level. So be very careful, because these are the areas where, okay, am I able to draw? Not yet. Just hold on. No. Okay, why it is not letting me draw on the second screen now? Just hold on. Okay. Yeah, this thing is okay. Now, am I again able to draw? Okay, not able to draw yet. But the thing, what you have to observe is, so there are a couple of stops present here. This is where stops are present. Second level where I see where the stops or, where the supply came in was around 41,539. So 41,539 to, this 41,310 level, this is a very choppy zone, and that's where the overall value was created yesterday, and a lot of positions have been accumulated. And second thing is, it is around a round number, so it is around the 41,500 levels. So overall, the inventory is short. If I compared it with yesterday, the inventory is developing lower. Inventory is short, and on the second chart is where we get some more clarity in terms of where the buyers are trapped and where the sellers are trapped. So zone from 41,609 to the 41,391. So this this is a smaller range, but this is where some sellers are present. Second is if the auction opens, so the current time is 9:03. We will be looking at the pre-open data. But yesterday both overall the buyers are the ones who are trapped. So if we open with a gap down or in this value, that's where we might see a responsive selling coming in, because these are the buyers who are going to exit. So they are the ones who are going to have their sell orders triggered, and we might see responsive selling coming in. And next level to observe is 41,000. I'll also look at the couple of banks. So HDFC is flat. ICICI is also flat. SBI is positive, and the Kotak Bank is flat. So overall, we are still overall trading the three components or the four components. They are still trading in the overall balance. Nothing much has changed. Let me just open the options data to see, in terms of what's happening. But overall inventory is, so 41,500 is where currently it's the nearest strike where maximum call positions have been created. And any, I'm looking at the inventory is short. I'm looking for a lower opening and see, we'll look at the pre-open data, but, that's what the current data is telling me, that the auction is going to open lower. Now, let's say if it opens higher, or, if it opens a gap up, that means the supply, which came in on the Friday, 3rd of February, and yesterday, that is Monday, 6th of February, all this will be trapped. So the inventory and the sellers will be trapped, and then we might see responsive buying, and they will be just exiting their positions. They will be buying, and then the next area is 42,000. So 42,000 to 41,000. So today being the Fin Nifty expiry, we are in 1,000-point range. So also we have a sort of a compression. So what I mean by compression is, if you see the overall, first of all, let me just close the OI data. But if you see the overall, height and length and breadth, so this is the, okay, just hold on, cancel ruler. So okay, I need to use the mouse for thing, not, I need to practice a lot with. Now why this is not working? Okay, I think some issue with this. But overall, if you see the range, so this is 39,600 or 500 to 42,000. So this is a wider range than we had 2 days. So basically, we are still developing in this wider range. So this was a 1,000-point move. This was a 800-point move, and yesterday we had something sort of a 500 or 400-point move. So as we are reaching higher, there is some pressure coming in from the higher side. Also, there is pressure on the lower side because 1,000, 800, 400 or 500 supply is still coming in strong here. Let me see if I hit refresh, what happens then? Will it? Yes, now I'm able to. So if you see, sorry. So if you see this, so this is a range of 2,500 points. The second range is of 1,000 points. Third range is of around 800 something. This is about 900 points. And, yesterday the range is 485 points. Okay. So as we are moving higher, there is some supply coming in, but overall we are trading in a bigger balance. So this is the, bigger balance, in which the overall auction is developing, and 40,800, seems to be the midpoint of that. And that's an important level to refer to. Okay. But yes, there is some pressure coming in from the upper side. As we are going higher, the value is still developing higher. Even though value is developing higher, the inventory is short. So I'm getting no clarity. Let me just look at the option data, and let's see where am I seeing some of the positions change. So 7, 22, 50. So more positions change in OI on the call side. Here less changes. So if I'm comparing the change in OI from call to put, more seller inventory is created compared to the buyer inventory. So overall data points are sharing that it is gonna be bearish. But let's look at the pre-open data. It's not yet out. Let me see if it is updated here. Okay, so we are opening with sort of a gap up. So the inventory is long. Even though the inventory is long, so we are opening around 41,518, and we are opening in the territory where the sellers are present. Okay, so this gives me a trade plan. So currently the 41,500 is the level where is the area of interest or is the line of sand, and we are just opening about that. So 41,513, 13 points, 13 points above that. Yes, so 138 points. We are opening with a sort of a gap up. Inventory, so basically those who went short, so here the stop losses, they are pretty intact. So the odds are less that, and this will be hitting. So what are the overall auction path which I'm looking at? Let me see if I can draw again. No, I'm not able to draw. Let me bring back the Epic pen and see if it is able to solve this issue now. But we are opening in the zone where the inventory or the sellers are trapped. So anything, so observe at 41,486 to 41,600. Yeah, these are the areas or these are the zones, which you have to observe. So the first auction path is is continue higher and go and hit the overall stops which are created here, because despite inventory being short, pre-open data is telling me that we have opened higher, so the sellers are trapped and we are opening around the value area high. So I'm expecting a responsive buying, or sort of an up move in terms of the overall direction. Second auction path can be we are just chopping in this 600 to 500 range, and again going back, touch tagging this POC and then developing higher. Okay, so so this is a choppy nature. So from 41,600 to 41,400 and 40. So these are the three areas where I'll be observing how the price is getting developed. And second thing, if you see, is this is the zone. So 41,600 is where the last the area where last supply came in. 41,896, or or assume 41,480. So this is that zone where, or 41,500. You can also consider that. But this is that 100-point choppy zone. So I'll not be taking any trades now. Currently I'm the overall sentiment and data is telling me that the supply is strong, even though we are opening with a 138 points gap up. Still I'm expecting the supply to again come in and take the price lower. So that's the the overall trade plan which I have. Let's see if the first, so do we have a short covering, do we have balancing? So these are currently the two auction development path which I'm looking at, because supply is still strong in the system. Okay. Second thing is we are trading in the overall value of 1st of February. So what does that mean? So that means is that a lot of supply came in and it was all emotional, and no, so it was all of a sentiment and emotional trade. So and it was an eventful day. So during event days, it's you have to just throw the data out of the window, and as emotions are coming into play. So those who missed shorting this, they'll be again coming back and can add more short positions. Because if you see maximum change in OI yesterday, it was around the 42,000 level. 42,000 level, and then next is 41,000, 41,500 levels. So let me just erase this, and I will just look at if we can get the numbers. So just look at those numbers. So let me just okay. Let me just do one thing. Let me just hide this, and then we'll get some clarity. But overall, if you see 845.78 thousand, so about this many contracts were created cumulatively. Here 919. So maximum, so 41,600, 41,700 were 900, 600, and then it's slowing, and then here it's 800 compared to puts. So what is puts? So 500. Here we are 1.4 to 60. A lot of supply is present in the system, looking at the overall OI data. And even if we look from the higher time frame perspective, there is supply still present in the levels above. So 41,535 to 41,600. So again, that 500, 600, 700, that 200 point range is where so I'm expecting again a choppy, and this is the zone where a lot of stops are going to create. So other auction development path which I'm looking at, it can happen, is something called look above and fail. And that is with so let me switch to the blue color, and that particular auction path is it goes higher, clears the stops, tags 41,800, and then we just go below, clear the stops, and then continue lower. Okay. So these are the three overall auction paths which I'm looking at. The current time is 9:14, so the price will open, and let's look at how the auction is getting developed. So this is the range where I'm expecting supply to come in. Anything below 41,500 is continuation of supply, and then the odds are higher that we will be clearing the stops at this level. So in next 8 seconds or 7 seconds is where the price will open, market will open. So let's see, how the auction develops. Okay, so clearly, we are seeing supply coming in. Supply is pretty strong. So the auction path number 2 is currently in play. We tagged the time point of control. I'm looking for continuation and see if it tags the 41 400 level. The supply is strong. Let me just zoom in a bit, and we'll just look at it. But yeah. So I'll also erase this chart. So supply is coming in strong. So the POC has been tagged. Now I'm looking for continuation lower. First area is 41,400, where supply should not shut off, because below it is this zone is where still 41,325 is the area where a lot of stops are there. But if you see, the supply is still is getting absorbed. So there is some booking happening. We are still, a minute is gone, a minute and 15 seconds. Let me hit refresh to this chart, and I'll delete this drawing. Okay, and I'll also close the Epic Pen, because it seems to. But if you see here, supply is pretty evident. And I'm looking for a bounce back. What happens at 41,500? So 41,500, 41,400, a very tight 100-point range is where the supply is present. So let me just zoom in. Okay, so it is just taking time and developing around the time point of control. So 41,434, 41,435, still supply is strong, pretty strong. Yes, so it tagged so from the higher time frame, it tagged the inventory, the trapped inventory. Again, on the lower time frame, it is telling me the same, but I'm not seeing any continuation. So someone is, absorbing this overall supply. Let me close this. So here we are at 41,431. So the IVs are 22, 22, 25, 24. That's fine. Let me just, and the premiums are 348, 298, 415, 370. Okay. So the first 3 minutes is gone. Now I'm looking for continuation now, but you see I hope you're feeling the pulse of why the supply, or why there is no continuation to the lower end. So there is some so erosion on the pre-inputs are higher. So here 60 points are gone. Here the premiums are getting added up. So the call sellers are the ones who are under the water now. So now the focus shifts to 41,500 and C. So we are not seeing any continuation. I would take a quick long for the moment, exiting, keeping my first target here and second target, above this particular zone. But yeah, let's see if we see continuation, because we saw supply shut off at the time point of control. That was around 41,435. Now we are reversing. Let me just look at the order flow, and there are a couple of trapped sellers, which are visible. We are just chopping in this range. That is fine. So everything is telling me that yes, sellers are the ones who are trapped. Now again, the supply is coming in. Let me do one thing. Let me hide the inventory, and let's see. So supply is coming in again at 41,500. So that long trade would have been, the SL would have been hit. Now what I would do is I can take a short trade now. I can buy a put, keeping my, so this is how risk management comes into play. I can take a put, keeping my stop loss just at here, around this high, or, just around this, targeting this. So this is a quick scalp trade, but, this is a fast trade. If my SL hits, it hits. But, this is like 1:2 sort of a ratio, sort of a thing. And we are still chopping around the time point of control. We are still developing above the trap sellers. So odds are higher that we should see continuation to the higher side. And there were a couple of stops, which were there, which has been already cleared. Also, we have got open equal to high today, in the Nifty, sorry, in the Bank Nifty spot pre-open chart. So if you look here, the open is 41,532.9, and the high is also 41,532.9. So we got open equal to high. So still supply, and let the fight go on. Now the supply is coming in. Let them continue. Let them go lower. We are still 14 seconds to go. But yeah, let's see what happens. And why is it spending a lot of time around the time point of control of previous day? This is also a prominent point of control, a scenario wherein, it look below and fail. So this is, so I would just scrap this. So basically I would have been in profit. So I'll be just closing that, and I will be buying a call, and, targeting the upper end. But yeah, odds are less because we are back into the zone where supply is coming in. Let them fight. And this is the time where you just have to wait and watch. So if you don't want to take any trades, wait for 41,500 to look above and continue, or look below 41,400 and continue. So let this level break, you can go take a call. Let this level break and you can take a put. Okay, so currently we are in a no trade zone. We are seeing supply at 41,500 using the cumulative OI data. So let it chop, and some premium erosion will be going on. Okay, so I hope you learned something today in terms of how I'm analyzing and what I'm looking at. So I'll see you again tomorrow. And yeah, thank you again, and see you soon. Bye.